When it comes to koi health, hobbyists and experts alike are constantly looking for the latest methods and benefits for their beloved koi. Koi Nation recently sat down with Tom Holder from Koi Care Kennel, a true expert in the field of fighting various bacteria that can affect the prize koi.
Koi Care Kennel started in 1998, and I had been in the hobby previously about 3-4 years, and it was frustrating for me as a new hobbyist, and I think we'd all gone through it, of buying products that didn't do specifically what they were supposed to do. In that, you know, you'd spend, I mean, I'd love to have the money back that I spent on products that in essence were snake oil or partial snake oil, and that they weren't very effective. So what my business plan was to create a company that produced products that were of the highest quality and worked, and not only worked, but worked well. As part of giving back to this hobby, I like to teach. I like to teach about koi health. And I go around to koi clubs and dealers around the United States, not just to promote our products, but to teach koi health. Because when a hobbyist gets in this hobby and they build their first pond, we all get in this hobby for the reason of tranquility, serenity, having your koi pond as your little island where you can go and relax and watch the fish and things like that. But when your fish are sick, that's not very relaxing at all, and it's very frustrating. And in this hobby, there's a saying, and it's very, very true, that if you ask five different hobbyists the same question, you're going to get 5 different answers. And that's frustrating to a new hobbyist. So the one thing that I've tried to do is to teach koi health so that the people don't get frustrated and don't get out of the hobby. As an example, because Koi Care Kennel is strictly a koi health related company, I get a lot of phone calls all year long, week after week after week, of hobbyists and some dealers calling me saying, well, hey, you know, I had 2 fish die yesterday, I had another fish die the day before that, and I've checked my water, my ammonia's 0, my nitrites are 0, my nitrates are really low, my pH is stable, and the water is just crystal clear. I mean, you could read the date on a dime in the bottom of the pond. Why are my fish dying? And you can just sense and you can feel the frustration in their voice. And what I have to explain to them is that water quality, the water parameters and the water quality are very important to the fish. But they're not a right or a passage that because of that, you're going to have healthy fish. Because the bad guys in the pond, the Aeromonas, the Pseudomonas, and the parasites, those little al-Qaedas, if you will flourish in any water condition. Good water, bad water, doesn't matter. So what I try and teach, and one of the things that's so hard in this hobby for hobbyists to understand and to visualize is parasites. Because parasites are microscopic, you can't see them with your human eye, but they are the root evil of most, not all, but most of the problems in this hobby as far as koi health. Because the parasites will open up the slime coat, and the slime coat is the primary defense system on a koi. That's the most critical thing. Their immune system is a backup, but the slime coat is everything to that fish. And parasites will open it up with little microscopic holes, and Aeromonas and Pseudomonas will come in behind that parasite and take the fish down. So my goal in this hobby has been to teach hobbyists to treat their fish for parasites on a preventative basis. So many people treat for parasites as a reactive problem. Oh, you know, oh, my fish are flashing, I guess I better treat them. And they'll treat them, and even, you know, using Proform C or Prazipon Plus, the problem will go away. The fish will stop flashing, they'll start eating again, and they think, good, I've done it, the parasites are gone. Well, there's a phenomena in parasites that make that more complicated, and that is, they're called embedded parasites. Parasites get embedded underneath the slime coat, and when they do, no medication can touch them. So when you treat with a quality product, even Proform C, Prazi, you're going to get generally somewhere around an 85 to a 95% kill, but you will not get 100% kill ever. There's a few survivors that were embedded that will slowly come back and reinfect the pond again. So what you want to do is you want to treat your pond on a preventative basis. You want to treat 2 or 3 times a year, even if you're not having flashing, even if you don't have a problem, because those survivors are going to start to build back up again and be an issue. So if you treat preventatively, you can keep your fish healthy. And in the veterinary world of medicine, all vets will teach you or tell you that you should treat your animals on a preventative basis.